Hello. We are back once again with Peak Fiction, and now I'm genuinely really excited today because we are in, from what I can see from the chapter so far, the final chapter of Wano. The chapter right now is called Final Curtain, chapter 1057, and there's a lot that I am just eagerly awaiting. So here's what I'm going to do instead. We're going to do a sort of blend this time. We're going to do the reaction, and then I'm going to do a review section at the end. If you want the review section, you can click to this timestamp that'll be in the bar below to get my thoughts and all that. But if you want to see me freak out like a deranged lunatic, you can watch this section as well. Whatever you prefer, just let me know. And with that, let's get right into this because oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I swear I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, literally the fact that this is just the final chapter of the longest saga in One Piece, the longest arc in One Piece. Like, a lot could happen right now, and I'm really excited. So let's get right into it. All right, chapter 1057, Final Curtain, and we see my man Caesar Clown going in. Yo, Caesar, what the heck, man? All right, dark clouds gather. A storm echoes through the sky, consuming Onigashima. The roar of the Azure Dragon and the howls of a countless other beasts join the cacophony. At Habu Port, the scattered leaves of fall are bleached auburn in the pattering rain. The stage is set for oh, it's like a kabuki play about... Oh, this is cool! This is really cool. The stage is set for a tale of duty and honor. This is the story of the royal retainers and their quest to let Kazuki Oden's name shine once more. Yo? Name a hardship... Oh, bleh. Many a hardship lie in wait, but they stay resolute to meet their fate. The red scabbards. The evening of the fire festival starts to unfold. This is awesome. Okay, this is a really cool way of ending the arc, because obviously we're going to get the curtains on Wano, and that's going to be crazy. Oh, man. Forest near Takage Port Udon. What, you're not heading out to sea? Yamcha... Oh, let's read that again. What, you're not heading out to sea, Yamato? Nope. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty happy because like I would have preferred Momo or Vivi, of course, or Smoker. You know, but Yamato's not joining. This is kind of shocking. All right. I'm really frazzled right now because of that, but let's keep going. I'm staying. I've spoken to Luffy and the others about it. Are you really content with this, Yamato? Aren't I welcome here? You are. We're just confused. A moment ago you said you had to make up your mind. Oh, that? Well, Oden started his journey with the tour of Wano, right? I realize there's so much out there I don't understand, but I'm sure that I'll find my way if I follow in his footsteps, and I'm bound to make it out to sea, sooner or later. Unbelievable you were able to tell them all about this. That does it. They must have intentionally snubbed me. Why bid farewell to everyone but us? This is really cool. So I actually reread the last chapter in advance, you know, to get my mind freshened up with all this stuff. And it's so perfect that Momo and Kinemon are the only two to not, you know, get brought up. Because they were the ones who started this whole saga. They were the ones who really been there with Luffy and the crew for like a decade in real time. So having them both, you know, have that moment with the crew, especially, is really cool. So I'm really excited for this. Your name? Your father was a fool of a lord. Identify yourself. I'm Luffy. So what if you're a warrior? Oh, this is awesome. This is the scene from Dressrosa. So what if you're a warrior? I'm gonna be king of the pirates one day, so there. Bah, oh, yeah, well, one day I'll be anointed shogun of Wano. This is so cool. Big talk for an eel. You're nothing but an ignorant ape. What are you, Momo? Just some figurehead? Are you gonna stand there and cry? Or be Kaido? This is awesome. Kandro. Oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome. We got the scene with Kandro. Don't forget where Momo saying his name. Luffy saying he'll beat Kaido. Oh man. Oh, that was so awesome. We may not have always gotten along, but we still came a long way together. Is he really that heartless? I was wrong about you, Luffy, you fiend. He's mistaking being free for free to be rude. Am I wrong, Kinemon? Not at all. By the way, Monosuke-sama, is there a reason we aren't flying? Quiet, he can't fly. Monosuke-sama, you are the undisputed shogun of Wano now. Depending on Luffy Dono's words, I might have no choice but to cleave him apart for his slight. Yo, Kinemon's going off. Exactly. That is the way of the samurai. I thought we were pals, Luffy. I think you're blowing this a bit out of proportion. He humiliated us. Overlooking this without giving him a few blows and bites is out of the question. Okay, Momo and Kinemon, we're probably going to see them later in the chapter. But we're at Luffy, Kid-in-Law. Remember, you guys, next time we meet, it'll be as enemies. Don't whine at me if we're shooting to kill. Gotcha. See you around, Traffy. That's awesome. Hey! Oh, okay, cool. We're just instantly at Momo and Kinemon. You monsters! Hey, we've come to see you off! And it's Yamato. Monosuke, Kinemon, Yamato. Oh, Momo turned into normal Momo. Oh, Momo de-transformed from a dragon to like tackle Luffy to the ground. Luffy, you dastard. That's awesome. Luffy, you dastard. What is the meaning of this outright? Dastard's funny. You have angered the Shogun. What do you have to say for yourself? What's the big deal? We're meeting now, aren't we? How could you abandon the two comrades you've known the longest without a word? Luffy, this is an edict from the Shogun. It's like the most menacing panel ever. Please don't leave. It'll be so lonely. I want to be with you forever. It can't end like this. And he's like sobbing. He's sobbing. It's like that scene with Usopp getting brought back at the end of Water 7. It's like that kind of face. I only managed to survive because you were there. Also, this is really cool. The whole thing was like Momo, oh, I can't cry. It's not like the samurai to cry. And now he's bawling right now. That's really cool. You're the reason I can laugh again. Thank you so much for avenging my father and my mother. You see, I can't even express myself properly now. I'm so scared of what happens next. Wow, that's real. What is next? What is next? Oh my god. Please don't go. That's quite the pitiful sight. Kind of a break. Oh my god. Oh man. Cut him a break. He's still a little kid on the inside. Usopp. Yeah, it's ready. Also, Usopp's got something. Oh yo, this is crazy. I just kind of like thought about it. We've been waiting here all this time because I wanted to give you this. You can't play the tough Shogun with me, Momo. Even if you're a bit bigger now, I know what you're like on the inside. You're a small, weak dummy. But I think of you as a little brother. Oh my god. That's so wholesome. It's a flag. When the times are tough, look at it and remember your seafaring adventures. Hang it up somewhere in Wano. If any major bad news comes knocking, just point them to it. I don't let them know they're screwing with our friends. It's the same as screwing with us. Yo, Momo's bawling. Doesn't mean I'm one of you. Oh, man. Kinemon, Yamato, Momo. If any of you ever want to be pirates, I'll come for you right away. Yo, my guy Kinemon's joining the crew. Oh, man. Just remember, I won't have any weaklings on board. And Momo's like nodding, like, yeah, I got it. Take care of him, Yamato. Yeah. Let's go. Keep it together, Shogun. Good luck, Momonosuke. Kinemon, yes. Mark my words. Someday I will surpass Kazuki Oden. Awesome. I will be by your side when you do. And Yamato's like, you talking about me? That's awesome. New fits. There is a new fits. Oh my god. New fits. Nami's got like overalls. Brook got a fedora. That's kind of, I don't like the fedora on Brook. Alrighty, let's set a course for Hakumai. The main port's there. I was told there's a lift that can lower ships down. Okay, this could be big because there's the whole thing about Kaido and Big Mom being in that area. I thought since we scaled a waterfall to get here, we'd have to fall down it to leave. Me too, thank goodness. Oh my god, Kid looks really menacing from this angle. His eye is crazy. That makes sense. You guys would use the main port. It's the safe and sound way after all. Perfect for you wusses. They're gonna get up the waterfall now because Kid made him look stupid. Safe and sound. No, Luffy, being safe is good. Don't let him get to you. Hang on, Captain. What's with that face? We all think the main port's better. Jinbei, give me the helm. Oh, that's awesome. Stop it. Take this. We're all gonna die. It's like, what's it called? The scene in Zoe where they just jump right off. The might of the outlaws, recruited by Lord Momonosuke and Kinemon, made them akin to real-life wisdom kings. Their power descended like a wrathful tsunami, obliterating all on its path. Even Kaido, the Dragon King, and the yokai-possessed giant Oiran failed to withstand their assault. Oh, that's Big Mom. That's awesome. The heavens themselves were torn as painful streaks reverberated through the air. During the chaos, Princess Hiyori was accosted by Orochi, the snake that seemingly perished in flames, in a desperate last-ditch attempt for his spiteful vengeance. His gambit was thwarted by a single slash, and who owns that blade that separated Orochi from his final cursed head? Why, none other than Kazuki Oden's second disciple, Denjiro. With his last one detached and burning, the twisted Kurozumi was at long last brought to his knees. There's so much going on right now. There's so much going on. We're just getting like a play. And then a flash of lightning marked the fall of Onigashima, and with it, the fall of Kaido, the Dragon King. Oh, the flash of lightning was, I remember, yeah. This is crazy. This is so awesome. The sun had finally pierced the dark clouds that were suffocating Wano for 20 long years, and the skies were cleared. Sounds from the ignorant masses celebrating the fire festival in the capital crept into their ears. Patump. Then suddenly, defying all reason, the burning remains of Orochi spoke. The Kurozumi family's grudge shall continue to curse this rotten land, generation after generation, for all eternity. But Princess Hiyori refused to flinch or shudder. She held her gaze. The country's 20 years worth of torturous memories fueled her heart. Stand back. It's too dangerous, Hiyori-sama, cried the samurai, Denjiro. But she shook off her head. Our beloved Princess Hiyori did not yield even one step. Staring into Orochi's devilish face, she delivered a damning epitaph. Oh, this is like epic. This is really epic. Oh my god. Her fan held aloft, the Kazuki crest proudly dancing on its edge. No longer having to bite her tongue like she did for the last 20 years, she cried out, Father, Mother, Brother, and our homeland, hear this. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Now everyone, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Woo! This is the moment I've been waiting for. Oh my god. Now everyone all together now. Kurozumi means charcoal. They were born to burn. Oh, that's so awesome. It's like the Odin inversion. Born to boil, burn to... Yo. Oh, yo, Odako's here. And now time slides ahead to the day after the festival, where feuds and weapons can finally rest. A shocking truth is revealed. A shocking truth is revealed at the port where reversed crescent moons meet. The denouement of this violent saga is a joyous reunion. Wow, he's really like, this is the end. The blood split in order to revive this clan will never be forgotten. A record of their sacrifices will always be carried by the wind. That concludes the tale of our nation's renowned samurai. Okay, so this is something I have to point out. So Shinobu had this whole scene last chapter where she lost all this weight and that was like a joke. Raizo had the same thing happen to him and now he's like back to normal and he looks the exact same. Looks the exact same. Anyway, that concludes today's tale on our nation's renowned samurai. Oh, Tama's in here too. I didn't notice her. That's really cool. And how they miraculously miraculously return to us. With that, I think a well-earned break is in order. Momonosuke, now where shall we place this flag? Till we meet again, farewell. And it's the curtains, yeah. Awesome. That was really great. I thoroughly enjoyed reading this. Wow. That is crazy. Oda really was, like, this feels grand. It really does. Like, I can't really get the exact, feeling down to a specific thing, but like all these things, like it's being retold in this play, and this play is going to be told for generations and generations. This amazing moment with Hiyori, with the allusion to Odin being born to boil and Kurozumi being born to burn. While personally, I think there could have been more with the Kurozumi curse being talked about, saying how they need to stop the curse, like obviously they caused this horrible thing to happen to this group of people and now they're seen as like enemies of the land. Like I wish they kind of talked about that, because they kind of got done dirty because of one person's misdeeds. But I mean, that line was fire. The line was awesome, so I'm not that annoyed. It's just like, the finality of this feels awesome. Feels really great. Like I especially love this specific picture of all the scabbards that are still with us. We also have Yamato and Tama. Shinobu's there too. It feels nice. It feels really nice that everything's coming together. This is their story. They've had this much build up in this saga as the saga itself. You know what I mean? They were the ones, and Momo is now sitting in charge in the front. He looks confident. He's the leader that he needed to be. Speaking of, I loved that flashback section with Luffy and Momo and seeing their whole journey together. That was great. I thoroughly really enjoyed that. I love how Oda specifically held off Momo and Kinemon to have their reunion with Luffy. That was perfect. So perfect. We didn't need to see Luffy talk to the other scabbards. Would have been cool, but we really didn't need that. But Momo and Kinemon, we did. Like, they were there from day one in the New World. They were literally there. And then the alliance happened, and now they're ready, and it feels so good, Like, this chapter isn't like, as epic of a chapter as 1054 was with all the crazy reveals, but this just feels good. It's a really, like, feel-good chapter. Like, this massive part of the story is finally done, and it's really enjoyable. I love this scene of Luffy giving them the flag, showing that Luffy is now he is now an emperor, so he is now able to give people his territory. Maybe next chapter we'll see something like that with perhaps Fishman Island, now that Luffy is officially an emperor, or Alabasta, Dressrosa. There are a lot of places where I think this could definitely be applicable, and I'm looking forward to this a lot. I really like this scene of Luffy saying, if any of you ever want to be pirates, I'll come for you right away as well. Because obviously, a lot of people did want Yamato in the crew. I am still genuinely in disbelief Yamato is not in the crew. As you saw earlier, if you watched the reaction part. But that was very shocking to me. That was very, very shocking. I personally did not really want Yamato to join the crew. Yamato's cool, but I feel like there wasn't as much oomph with them as much as, all the other Straw Hats with their really good connection to Luffy and the crew. But, I'm genuinely looking forward to see what happens. And I think Yamato's reasoning for not joining the crew was really, really great as well. That was the best way Oda could have gotten away with that without people being furious. I felt the pacing was really good this chapter, with the sort of bookend of it being this play that's told from the start of the chapter to the end. And since the entire arc was told like it's some sort of play with acts in it, it feels really cool that there was that sort of connective through line, not just through the chapter, but the, arc itself. Really cool way of ending them both at the same time. Man, I know I keep kind of repeating this, but it feels so, grand. It's like, this is it. And Oda really, he knew, literally, the denouement of this violent saga is a joyous reunion. Like, duh. Not only is that, fitting for Wano, but it's like, joyous, Joy Boy. Joy Boy's back in the world, There's a lot. There's a lot going on right now. And I think he does a really cool way of ending not just this arc, but the entire saga and talking about the story itself in sort of a meta way. I really like it. Again, I do personally think they could have done something more with the Kurozumi plotline to end this arc. For example, having Yamato or Tama have some connection to them and make the friendship with Momonosuke feel more real, make the Kurozumi, more human, Obviously, Kanjuro and Orochi were pretty despicable and fun villains, but, there's obviously other people who are going to pay for them for a long time, and it's just like, oh no, it's happening again. Which, yeesh. With this story, the Kurozumi clan's going to get even worse reputation. It's crazy. Now, it's going to be so long since we see some of these characters again as well. Like Kinemon and Momo and it's crazy. Like, not even just them though. Like Law and Kid. Law's been with us this whole time too, and he's now going on his own way. It's really crazy to think about, This entire saga, like he was like this with Luffy, And now they're splitting up. And Law's even like, don't blame us if we shoot to kill. It's like, whoa. I love the pacing. I love the emotional beats, especially with Luffy calling Momo little brother. That was oh my god, that was great. I love how all the crew is getting kind of like worked up about it as well. They're like, oh, like he's just a little kid, One of my favorites of Wano, without a doubt. I know I'm not being very emotive right now, because I'm not like hype. This isn't a hype chapter. This is just like a really great, bookend. And, I can't, it is. There's nothing wrong. This is great. This is great. There's nothing wrong with this. I know the Yamato people who wanted them on the crew are going to be sobbing their eyes out. But I'm like, okay, yeah. I would have preferred Momo on the crew. Like, honestly, Momo's cool. But Momo being the leader is cool too. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It was a thoroughly enjoyable chapter. I don't know how to continue this because I feel like I'll just be treading the same water again. Genuinely, if I was going to give this a rating off the top, it would be a 10. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the chapter. There's nothing wrong with it. The pacing was great. The emotional beats were great. It was a great way of not only finishing the arc, but the saga. We get to see all our main characters go off on their own unknown journeys, which is very fitting for a lot of the people. Momo, he has to now step up and be a leader without Luffy. And Luffy, he's going to be on his own once again without Law or Kid or anyone that he's really working with, just his crew now. I am genuinely a bit surprised that no one from Wano is joining our main cast. A lot of people thought there were many, many candidates from Wano that were going to join. Yamato, Momo, Tama, like any of them could have joined, but none of them did, which I thought was rather shocking. But obviously, they're going to be in the final war, so of course they're going to return, which is why at the end it says, we'll take a little break for now. So we won't see these people for a bit unless we get a cover story, which is crazy, which is so crazy. I am thoroughly excited to see what happens next chapter. Will we get an Around the World chapter? I hope. I think that would be really, really great to see. But at this point, I'm pretty good with whatever Oda's going to do, because we just got a really great ending to a really great arc. So he can be as slow and not hype as he wants for a while, because he had a lot of really hype moments in this, especially ending of this arc with an Admiral, Shanks, and a bunch of crazy reveals. So he can go a bit slow if he wants to. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and just so you know, One Piece is the greatest series of all time. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.